I have unfortunately decided that I can't use any footage from the movies because 3 different companies claimed my previous video. Universal themselves had 2 claims, and when I disputed them they let one go and they kept the other one, which means my video cannot be watched in certain countries, and it also means that they make all the money, so fuck them, so fuck them, so fuck them. I'm not gonna use any footage from the trailers because I don't want to risk this video getting blocked anywhere. So I'm sorry, but you have $1 million corporations to blame because they were so hungry for literal pennies! I made pennies! Well, because literally 2 people asked for it, let's talk about good movies. Actually, before I do, I just want to state, Beauty and the Beast, the remake, should have probably gone on the other list because it's a bit naff. But it doesn't really matter because the rankings are mostly just for structural purposes. Apart from like the top 2, maybe, the rest of the list is mostly just a chance for me to, just recommend it. Anyway, let's go. Fuck it, let's go. Top 6. Why have I committed to 6 through this whole thing? Number 6. Detroit. I think John Boyega's a fantastic talent, but the absolute standout performances from this film go directly to Will Poulter, Jacob Lantamore, and Algie Smith. Smith especially was powerful. Set during the Detroit riots and focusing on the Algiers motel conflict, the film does an impressive job of portraying an infectious sense of genuine fear and anxiety. Why only number 6? The first sort of section of the film's a bit slow, and the resolutions at the end can't help but feel a little bit hasty for the most part. I'd say it's a very good film that falls just short of being great, but it's definitely worth your time. Number 5. Lego Batman. Yep, I loved it. Lego Movie was one of my favourite animated movies of 2014, and the charm and humour translates perfectly to one of the funniest side characters there, with one of the most interesting universes. It's a loving send-up of Batman while still remaining the fun and light-hearted campiness that the property became a household name with. It's a refreshing take on Batman, which is exactly what it needed. Also, I haven't seen Ninjago yet, but if that's another hit, this is what I will be writing my masters about. These Lego movies seem to be amazing ways for creative people to get satirical commentary out there, while still making a quality product. It's a great little flick. Number 4. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Better than the first one? Absolutely. Baby Groot's just adorable. But also the film's just great fun. It feels like it has a lot more life and passion than the first one somehow, and it manages to be hilarious and touching in some cases. The franchise really does seem to be the wild card in Marvel's stable, and this was the best superhero movie I saw this year. Better than Wonder Woman, although Wonder Woman was also pretty good, not gonna lie. Number 3. Baby Driver. Baby Driver is the kind of movie that I've wanted to see made for literally years, and I would have done it if Edgar Wright hadn't beaten me. Although it's probably best he did, thinking about it, because he did it really well. It's an action movie musical. You heard right. Action scenes timed perfectly with the soundtrack. Practical effects that look stellar. Everyone brings their A-game. Even Spacey, even though now we have to hate him. For fuck's sake! This was probably the movie I enjoyed watching the most for certain. But the best? I had 2 films I liked more. One of which is number 2. I'm so good at segues! The Limehouse Golem. Every year there's a sleeper hit in the mix. And for this year, for me, Limehouse Golem was it. It's an excellent murder mystery set in Victorian London before the Ripper murders, and it's a brilliant little film that does everything that it wants to do perfectly. I didn't know much about this film going in. I saw 1 poster and 1 trailer. And even then I watched the trailer quite reluctantly because I don't like watching trailers. And it doesn't seem to have a huge budget behind it. Apparently Alan Rickman was even going to be the lead, but Bill Nye did an excellent job in the film. There are many qualities in the film that I would say make it worth watching, but I can't really tell you much about it because it's a mystery, for Christ's sake. But I reckon this might hit Netflix if there's enough demand. I reckon it was excellent, and I'd say it was worth the money otherwise, but if you're too worried about taking a risk on a little budget movie, I could wait for Netflix. It's my 2nd favourite movie of this year. Limehouse Golem is excellent. Number 1. Get Out. I think, objectively speaking, this is the best made movie I saw in 2017. But even outside of that, it's also my favourite. The story is excellent. Jordan Peele completely knocks it out of the park for a first attempt at directing a feature film. The story is excellent. Jordan Peele completely knocks it out of the park for a first attempt at directing a feature film. This is, without question, the best directorial debut I have ever seen. It is exactly as good as you've heard. I've been watching Daniel Kaluuya since Psychoville, and the episode of Black Mirror he was in cemented him as a talent, but finally he gets the recognition he deserves. Get Out is every bit as good as you've heard. I love how dark it is. I love the first sunken place scene. It's absolutely incredible. I actually think I slightly love this film. Get Out, without question, my favourite film of 2017. So, that's my list. Again, shout your opinions at me in the comments, throw me a like if you like this movie-based content. I'd like to do more, actually. And thanks for watching. Let's hope million-dollar corporations don't decide to take the literal fucking pennies this video would have made me, am I right? Hello, Universal. You had 2 claims on my fucking worst video. You released one of them and kept the other. Idiots. Also, why? That's why you probably haven't actually been seeing any sort of footage throughout the video, by the way. Unless I decide, fuck it, I probably won't. But there you go. Anyway. Bye!
This time, 20 years ago... 22 years ago. How old are you?
20.
So 22 years ago. I got married today to your father.
Did you?
Yeah.
Ah, shit. Every silver lining has a cloud.
I know, right? And I didn't even realise, God forgive, well, no, don't go, no, I didn't even realise until I thought, bloody hell, there are a lot of people born on this day, because there's Carly, there's Riley, there's Andy, there's...
You know I'm recording, right? Love you, Mum.
And I didn't even realise. I thought, bloody hell, there's a lot of birthdays today. I wonder, oh my God, it's my wedding anniversary.
Well, there you go. Brilliant. That's something for the for my like 2 fans.
Well, just...
Mum, what was the best film you saw this year?
I like Going on the Train.
Okay.
I like Gone Girl, but I didn't like the ending.
No, ending of Gone Girl was dreadful.
Gothica.
Have you bought shares in Gothica? She keeps trying to get us to watch Gothica like every opportunity. I mean, for fuck's sake, dude. Like you gotta chill a little bit, huh? Also, Girl on the Train was 2016. I just had to Google it.
I've got some popcorn. Should we put it on now?
Oh, yeah, maybe later actually. Maybe love you too. Where was I at? Oh yeah, Baby Driver. No, it's fine. It's a bit of a giggle.
Oh, where's the controller?
Why?
Oh, Judge Judy, they have a punch up.
What?
Or near us, damn it. Right, I'll record it. You can watch it after. Put it back to what you want. Oh,
Okay.
it's coming. He goes, yo, 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 yo.
Okay. I was in the middle of gushing about Get Out.
Sorry.
It's so important to me. Movies are important. Well, I'm nearly done. Love ya.